Right, everybody, we've got a good one. So last night I was playing, as I do for this month, with the Vikings, and I found myself up against my opponent here, whose name is Salvenu. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And he is playing as the Aztecs. Now, this turns out to be an interesting game, really. My plan with the Vikings, I'm slowly getting it more dialed in. Basically, the Vikings need skirmishes. That's what I figured out. Their bonus is the whatchamacallit, wheelbarrow handcart upgrades for free, which saves you time with villages and things. So the reason why they need skirmishes is they're infantry based and they have good anti-cavalry options in the Castle Age. Their pikes with the unique upgrade technology are very, very good against knights and things. And in the Imperial Age, their champions are with the unique tech are very, very good against the cavalry and the trash units. Yeah. And they've also got berserkers who are quite handy at times. In the sort of mid-Castle Age. What they lack defences for is definitely the archers, which means you're forced into choosing between siege or skirmisher, basically. The knight line, the cavalry line for Vikings is pretty unplayable. Oh! Is she going to die? No, she's not going to die. I'm slowly getting better at that. If you were watching since my earlier games, you'll have seen how I'm slowly evolving that technique and getting half decent at it. Where I was saying, their night line is not flash, so it's not something you want to go into, really. They miss the armour, and they don't get bloodlines, and they don't get the light cav upgrade, and they don't get, what's the other one called, cavalier. So the stable's pretty useless. They don't get camels, all those sorts of things. No elephants for Vikings. So it's very much infantry and archer. And as an archer civilization, they're actually they don't get any special bonuses. So you really do want to be playing the infantry line, which means getting into skirmishes early and trying to have your counter pre-prepared for the archers is pretty useful, pretty handy, really. So that's sort of what I've learned. I've got to wall up so that I can take care of my farm bonus. It's hard to get ahead for me for archers. Maybe other people find it easier, but for me, I'm leaning more on skirmishes and playing more to mid-late game. Yeah, and that's how I've been playing them, really. Over here for the Aztecs are well known for having a very good early Castle Age with eagles and monks and things like that. And they can do a bit of everything, really. But what makes them scary for my Vikings is out of their castle they have a Jaguar Warrior, which is an anti-infantry unit. So if I am playing, I don't know, my berserkers, his Jaguar Warriors will eat them. If I am playing pikes, which I don't know why I'd be playing pikes against Aztecs, they're a Mesoamerican civ, which means they don't get any cavalry at all. So I don't know why I'd be playing into pikes, but the Jaguars would eat them. And what else is there that I can make? Champions. Yep, they get killed too. So in terms of my game plan, that particular unit looks pretty scary. Their archers are decent. I can't remember if they get any special bonuses. I don't think so. They do have Garland Wars, which gives them like +5 attack on all their melee units, I believe. So they're a scary melee infantry civilization. Yeah, and I think they've just got pretty generic archers, although I might be wrong. So I'm getting pushed towards infantry. He has great counters to infantry, so ideally, if I was smart, I probably want to kill him in Feudal Age. Which doesn't go with my game plan. If you're listening to my game plan earlier, you will know that I'm playing for the late game, and yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting, right? He's already up. He's got loom. He's going there. I say he's already up. I'm already up too. What's the idle TC time looking at? Dare we look? Oh, I've played smooth. I've only got 2 seconds of idle TC time. Normally when I look at the idle TC clock, I'm horribly embarrassed. But that's not too bad at all. And this is what I've started doing to wall my base. So instead of going for those slow, creepy walls that you'll remember from my early videos, I'm now just like, get some wood, get some gold, box it in. If I can box in the berries too, that's great, but I will sacrifice the berries, I'll defend the berries with military. Yeah, whereas before I was sort of walling one side and then slowly creeping around with buildings, and then maybe by mid-castle I'll be fully walled off. And the scout doesn't die under the TC! Small victories, well done me. Now my opponent's playing much more open, much more open than what I am doing. Because I guess he's not afraid of the fight. He's just going to come forward with something at some point. Yeah. If I got my archery range up. There it is, archery range going up. Not really where you want to put your military buildings, you really want to put them at the front, but apparently I walled the front instead of building military buildings there. What's he going into? An archery range as well. So it'll be very interesting. We've got two, pretty sure Aztecs are pretty generic, I might be wrong. We've got two mediocre, there's nothing wrong with their archers, but there's nothing exceptional about the archers either. Going up against each other, and looks like we're both going archers. Isn't that interesting? Aztecs, what they're really strong in is monks. Every time they get a technology from the church, the monastery, their Aztecs get more HP. So the more technologies they research from the monastery, the more HP they get. It's really strong monks, which is their big defense against cavalry civs. Blacksmith's going up already before he's got farms. In recent weeks, that's something I've been told while playing team games, is that if you're going archers in a team game, you delay your farms until you've got fletching. So you get your blacksmith up, you buy fletching for your archers, and then you go into your farms, which is interesting. I think, how many archers has he got? Oh yeah. That's pretty good timing on that then. I was about to say, if your archers aren't, if you don't have 3 archers, which is really what you need to attack, maybe build a couple of farms and delay the blacksmith, but nah, the timing's going to be, look at that. So maybe this is a team game player coming over to play some 1v1s. In any case, he will have fletching, I will not. I'm queuing up a skirmisher, I am housed. Horribly housed. But there we go, queuing up a skirmisher. Now is that because I saw the... Oh, it is. I saw the archery ranges and I went into skirmishes. Not going to try and compete archers against archers. My archer micro is horrible anyway. Now the berries are exposed. But he's come to the wood line. And we're just going to run. Not going to try and fight that. Just going to leave. Make him walk around. Build a new lumber camp here. And we'll dance between the two. Which is probably horribly inefficient, but... yeah, and if he keeps circling around, we can jump out with the little army here and hopefully hit him. I do need to keep... oh god, I am producing now. Yeah, so how many of the berries did I miss? Oh, a little bit. Maybe 150. So whatever... did I even push in deer? No, I didn't push in deer. Often in these games, I'm pushing in deer now too. Thank you. Mother Nature's on my side as she attempts to take out a villager for me. I say villager, I meant archer. Okay, back at his base, yeah, he's doing sort of more my old style when I'm playing Berbers. If you go back and watch those, you'll see I do the creeping wall thing as well, because I'm coming forward with pressure to defend myself. With the Vikings, I don't believe in my pressure. I just don't. So, it's very much defensive skirms, wall up, get to the next stage, and then deal with things from there. Now here we go, this might be the first fight. Archers coming in. Getting the armor, that's what the skirmishers need. Makes them nice and tanky, so they don't just die to the archers. They're going to jump out, yes they are, there we go. And now we start harassing. One thing you do have to do when you're fighting archers is keep the numbers down. If they have too many archers, it becomes a real issue for us. So any opportunity you get to take out a few archers, you should. I haven't tracked these very well, so now they're hurting my wood line. Have to run off that wood line again. Just the skirmishers going. I'm probably going to get housed looking at that. Got far too many on gold. 9 on gold at this stage in the game. I don't know. It's just because I'm getting pushed off wood lines and need to put them somewhere, I guess. Market's going up. Going to use that gold to fuel my next age. Now these skirmishers with the... he's trying to close range, but with the armor, he's not able to do too well against these skirmishers. He really should have come in with the eagle, I think. He's lost quite a few. And yeah, I noticed this and just went down the line killing archers. So that was a very nice exchange for me. Really takes the pressure off. So this is why skirms are nice to have in the early game. If your opponent's going archer, just make full skirms. Too many on gold. Even here, he's got the hill advantage, and the skirms with armor, just pushing him off. He didn't kill any, and he's got fletching. Eagle being annoying. So yeah, tanky skirms, highly recommend. That's what I'm leaning on more and more. And the advantage is, yes, I don't get that huge military presence, but I am theoretically saving resources. Alright. Coming forward with a villager. Got some archers. Far too many on gold here for me again. But I am up to Castle Age at a competitive time. And I am thinking he's probably going to flood with eagles. So that's why I'm buying the man-at-arms upgrade. Because I was thinking, well, he's seen I've got skirms. When I play Incas with archers, I like to go in with archers and then just switch into eagles and just flood. And if I get castle gauge upgrades, that's the game. So that's what I'm expecting. But it turns out he's getting the armor for them. He's building the extra barracks. So yeah, he's definitely thinking eagles. So maybe I didn't misread that as badly as I thought. Well, just as we digress, the reason why the Aztecs, another reason why they have a good castle age, is their eco bonus. All their villages hold a little bit more resources. I think it's +2 resources before they drop them off, which means there's less walking time, and they just get a whole bunch of extra resources in the bank because of it. It's a surprise, and you don't have to do anything to take advantage of that eco advantage, that eco technology, that uniqueness. Now, if I was smart, I would still be coming forward and looking to hunt down the archers. But no, I know that I'm on the defensive and I'm looking to boom. If you watch the Mongols game, you'll remember me saying that booming at my level doesn't save you. You need to have military presence, but my habit, when I'm at a loss as to what to do, I drop a couple of TCs and I just boom and hope for the best. He's coming in with the technologies now for crossbow. Now crossbows will eat the skirms. Feudal Age skirms die to crossbow with the Castle Age upgrade. So these little guys are on a clock. Probably would have been wise to have bought the elite skirmisher tech before now, but I have not. I've dropped back into TCs and walling up and trying to take it to late game, which doesn't seem like the best idea for Vikings. I feel like that Jaguar warrior will kill me. But here he goes. He's going around with his crossbow, looking for things. He's ticking into eagle. He's looking for the kill. My counter to the crossbows, I've decided that I'm not going to be able to mess up enough skirmishers, and that buying the elite tech isn't an option for some reason. So I've built a siege workshop instead, and we're going into mangonels, which in hindsight is a pretty good decision, because just here it is. He's building his own siege workshop. He's going to come at me with mangonels to take down the buildings. So if I was only going skirmishers, my skirmishers would die to just about anything that comes out of the siege workshop. Now this is tragic. I just hid my villagers. Oh, he's just camping them? Okay, I must have missed that. Mangonel. Oh, here we go. This is the tragic part. So I hide them. he's shooting the farm. He looks like he's going away, so I... Oh, must have happened already. I remember unhiding them and losing a villager. So now Mangonel comes back, which means I am unprepared for this Mangonel coming forward. So well played for him. Good use of his crossbows there to split my defense. Elite skirmishers coming in for the long term. That's a good tip. One of the things I got told a long time ago was you need a temporary solution, such as the Mangonel, and then you need your long-term solution, which would be the elite skirm. Because over the course of Castle Age, Mangonels, you can't mass Mangonels really. Like, one knight will kill one Mangonel, but it will also kill 3 Mangonels or 4 Mangonels, so they don't scale up the same way, but they are good in low numbers. Whereas skirmishers, you get a nice big bunch of skirmishers and they can deal with the archers and they will scale up with the archers. It doesn't matter if there's 50 archers or if there's 10 archers, the skirmishers are going to do okay. They just take longer to mess up. I'm ignoring technologies here. Now this irritated me no end. Like, watch this, look at the range. I see the Mangonels coming, I go to roll forward to attack, and then I run, and because they're hitting the TC, their rocks land in the middle of the TC and kill my Mangonel, which is terrible for me. So I have learnt now, I was genuinely frustrated. It seems like a good idea when there's archers around to keep your Mangonel under the TC so you can just roll it out and force them back. But if there's other Mangonels around, that's a death sentence. They get a free shot basically. And they hit the TC, do damage to the TC, and kill your Mangonel. It's horrible. So yeah, things are not looking good. Back at home though, he is on 1 TC. He has only got 47 villagers, and he is pop capped. But, Desperation Castle. Got enough stone, thankfully. If the castle goes up, it'll stop the archers, it'll stop the Mangonels, but I will be sacrificing all this part of my base. So I'll be down to 2 CCs with, I don't know, a dozen farms and some gold. However, if we're thinking back to the start of the game and what I need a woodline, I need some gold. That's all I really need to protect. So I felt like I was still in the game. Hero Mangonel takes out 1. Takes out 2. Isn't it nice when your opponent's not watching? And now he's out microning the siege. Mangonel's gonna come in. There we go. Taking some damage to the crossbow. Messing up the eagles. I got no idea the eagles are messing. I got 2 Mangonels waiting in there, and I'm expecting him to come in and pressure this gold next. And all these farms are cooked. Can't use them, can't touch them. So we're having to drop a whole bunch of other farms, lots of idle time. Very, very ugly. Here it comes. Dive. See the eagles, well played. I was not expecting eagles. Now, here we go. Eagles running in. Looking for kills, looking to pressure. We have a man-at-arms. Let's see how well he does against 20 eagles. 14 eagles. Dead. Still got those elite skirms in there, but they're not going to be very helpful. Barracks is going up, creating a wall so those eagles can't just run straight through, because that would be death. Villagers dying, villagers dying. House goes up. Here comes the Mangonels. Missed the archers, got the eagles. How's that for nice? But unfortunately now the eagles have them. 3 monks. He's expecting something. Maybe he's expecting me to go man-at-arms and just slowly get them converted one by one. But a ton of pressure. I have not resigned yet because I have a castle. I have a woodline. I have some gold. So we're not dead. And at the moment I've got 86 villagers. He's only got 53. It's on him to kill me. And it looks like he just might because he's just gone up to Imp. I feel like that Imp came much later. He's nearly got enough for a castle. Trebuchets will be on their way. Once again, you see I'm floating tons of gold. That's what happens when they have too many on gold too early. Yeah. Now, move of the game was the quick wall barracks to keep those eagles out. If they had have got in, that would be absolutely game over for me. And then, obviously, the mangonels, luckily enough, murdered the eagles. So, we're in it. I didn't realise quite how in it I was, but we're in it. These crossbows, bane of my existence, creeping around the woodlines again. No, he's just missing ballistics. If he had ballistics, imagine all those guys would be dead before I even noticed. Getting the armor. I'm still playing towards my late game idea of champions can kill anything, right? It's been working relatively well. I'm, you know, still mid 1100s. Sometimes cracking, getting pretty close to cracking 1200. Look at this horrible wood line. We got 26! No. Alright, secondary castle. Gotta secure some wood. Did I hear a mangonel? Oh, he's just slowly taking away houses. Housecaping me. And now we go for the run. And hope for life. Now he has very intelligently surrounded me with outposts, so that he will be able to see me running through. So this is a big gamble. But what else am I going to do? I've got nowhere to expand. I got to get out. I cannot hang out in there. More villagers dying here. Made a rush for the monks and the siege to distract him. That's right. I remember seeing the outpost, and so I went full distraction mode and to hope for the best. So I'm showing him berserkers. So he had to look at 3 places there, where he was attacking, where he was being attacked, and then where I was sneaking. And yeah, so the berserkers got sent to die by a little bit of time. We've got now 2 castles here, so that's more time. And we've got a sneak TC, which is quite nice. Yeah. Another castle. We're looking to push forwards with castles and get their gold back. I haven't seen trebs from him yet. But this is not, like, he could really have stopped this. Berserk's going out again to act as a distraction. And I'm up to imp. Oh, Arbalest. That's what he was distracted by. He was at home buying technologies. And then, there we go. Berserks versus Eagles. Castle versus Archers. Is it worth it? Probably not. But, that's all we've got at the moment. I'm not teched into long swords or two-handed swordsman or anything that's going to be particularly useful. I've only got the Berserks from my castles, and so that's what we're using. And he knows that he's got the counter with the archers, so he's going to keep making archers. Now the Treb seems to be a long time coming. I feel like he was up an imp a very long time ago, and I have since been able to make 2 castles. So that's... Maybe you should have prioritised getting a couple of Trebs out a bit earlier to really pressure this. Gambesons is coming in to give me some more Pierce armor. And now my 26 villager horde is over here on wood. Also sending these guys out, being sneaky. For what purpose, I don't know. Probably looking for gold, because that's what I really need long term. Can't take this one, because he's on it. Can't really take this one, because he sees it. So we're off gold hunting, and I think I just missed seeing that gold. Yeah. Don't see it. How unfortunate for me. Don't think that TC is the best idea I've had. This castle will go down. But we're in imp. Damaging his relics, that's probably good. One of the bonuses Aztecs get their relics is longer lasting Sorry, not longer lasting. Their relics give them double gold. So that's a useful thing for him to have, and a good thing for me to deny. Up here, we got Distraction Castle. Knew that his gold was here from earlier exploration in the game. And I'm hoping just to get it up. Yeah. Unfortunately for me, most of that gold was already gone, and he's actually come out here to take that one. So, a more effective place to put my castle would have been here. But never mind. You don't know what you don't know. Eagles amassed, archers amassed, and I've got 11 berserks, 5 longswords, and 2 skirmishers. Castles are going down. Berserks are going to die. So you can see how ineffective the berserkers are against Arbalest. But we've got two-handed sword, champions coming in. We're slowly getting there. Slowly, slowly. We've got 4 barracks, soon to be 5. And we're about to lose the next castle. Over here, castle's up, miraculously. Forces him to move his villages, and he loses a few villages. So we got double the eco and half the military, maybe. So the longer the game goes, if we can hold on to life, the more likely we are to get a victory. But I am not playing particularly intelligently. This was a saving grace for me too. Instead of coming forward to kill me, he's come back to his base to treb down the castle. I mean, I suppose I could create some berserks there and raid his eco, so maybe it's not so dumb to secure your flank. Building his own castle there would have probably been a better option for him, because it would have handled the berserks, protected his eco, and then he could have kept pushing with his trebs. Alright, here we go. I'm feeling confident. Actually, I'm not. But we're going to push forward with the champions. And suicidally into a castle, apparently, but we're pushing forward. Berserks as well. Into the meat grinder they go. Look at this, just watch them die. No Imperial Age armor yet either. So this is just Gambesons and Castle Age armor. The Berserks I already know can't do anything, so they're just going to run through for a raid. And the champions are all dying. So that is not pretty kill death ratio. Did they even kill anything? We split up the Berserkers, try to get some good damage in. Killing Trebs is worth it for me, but maybe not that worth it. If the castles stay up, he can't hurt me, but the castles will not stay up. Meanwhile over here, the Eagles have found the base, and so that's 30 villagers dead, which is a shame. Oh, all his ecos over here, away from where I'm raiding. Tragedy. Villagers dying. Next wave of champions coming through. Rolling into the castle fire without the Imperial Age armor. Silly. I probably thought that I had it at this point. There it is. Bought it now. Will we get a trebuchet? And you can see how his army had to go back home to deal with those raids. He's repairing. Suicidal champions walking into archer fire in a castle. Trebuchets rolling in. So, question becomes, can 2 trebuchets force back 4 trebuchets, a castle and a bunch of archers? They do have some champion support. Eagles could be coming over at any time. There they are, coming over. Champions are pushing them. Here we go. Big fight. Champions push them away. 3rd trebuchet coming out. Champions are out of place, which means the Eagles are coming in. Reinforcements to protect the trebs. Eagles dive the trebuchets. All the eagles will die. How many trebuchets will they take? They've taken 2. They've taken all 3. That last dying hit really hurt. Right, now we've got champions against the castle. If the castle goes down, it might actually be worth it. And that, yeah, so for the castle and those trebuchets, that was well worth. Because the fear of the push is over. And I can replace that army. I got massive eco, or I did have massive eco. He does not have massive eco. I'm actually down to 81 eco, but in terms of 81 versus 60, I have massive eco. Monastery's going up, that's going to be my new source of gold. I can now take this gold. The eagles are dead, so I don't have to worry about being raided quite so much. And we've run through, and we're just doing damage. Pushing him back. His archer mass isn't there anymore. Champion, no upgrades on attack, just straight tanky champions are giving him problems. Oh, I should mention that the Vikings do get extra health on their champions. So, I don't know what they're trying to kill. Lack of micro there, loses a couple more archers. Yeah. He's managed to keep 1 trebuchet alive, so the push is alive. His farming eco's not looking flash. Is he dead? No. He's got a castle, he's got gold, and he's got wood. He's in the game. Saturating this gold, keeping the champion production going. Relics collected for me by my enemy are going into a monastery. As long as he can keep this archer production up and keep them alive, he can probably win. He really just needs to mix in a meat shield. He might not have the resources to do it, but like I said at the start of the game, the Jaguar Warrior would deal with this pretty damn well. Archers and Jags are definitely going to wreck the champions, and in fact just straight archers should wreck the champions. He's just finding it difficult to be everywhere that he needs to be with the archers, whereas my champions can just leave and attack different areas. Eventually they'll find these farms. There we go, Champion Flood. New TC going up over here, just to give them some prediction. The villagers, that is. Not even trying to produce new villas anymore, we're just flooding champions with all the resources. As long as the champions are up, we have hope. There they go, finding the farms. And soon the wood will be gone for him. Believe it or not, I'm still down in the score by a couple, well, I was down in the score by a couple of hundred. Archer's pushing. If he finds that gold, that would be a big hit for him. Ah, with a shot. Tried to convert one. Alright, big fight again. Champion Horde versus good archer mass. How many archers is that? Wait. Tell me how many you are. 38 archers. That's a good archer mass. Problem is, while they're fighting these guys, they can't protect the gold. He's got quite a bit of food. Plenty of wood. Yeah. And all these champions are dying. The problem is, he's not replacing his eco. He's down to 23 pop. And he calls the GG. Did I deserve to win that game? No. Did I play intelligently? No. But sometimes stubbornness and production can just pull you through, which is, as much as I say booming doesn't work, sometimes it does. Honestly though, if he'd made a few Jags and put them in front of his archers, and the Jags could have come back and dealt with the raids while the archers stayed in one place, the Jags would be quick enough to hunt down the champions. He could have been fine. Same if he'd built another TC over here. Oh, he wasn't being raided over here. A TC here. Start making new villages. He's got heaps of food. Reboom a little bit. Keep his villager number up a little bit more. And I would have been in trouble. Like, I do have elite skirm. That's what I should have been doing, is mixing an elite skirm, because I ticked into it at the start of the game, and that is the key unit for me. But under that pressure and under that desperation, I completely forgot that I'd already ticked in, well, got relatively deep into ticking into elite skirm. Yeah, but spam wins the day. Well, I can complain about a lot of things, but sometimes a gift is nice in life, so we'll take it.